The story continues with Nick and his party members at the guild. Asking the receptionist for work, however, the receptionist gets scared, to which an old lady intrudes on the conversation and asks them not to scare their pretty little receptionist. The old lady recognizes Nick as an experienced adventurer from the party named Countless Battle Arts. She then states that they are a balanced party, with a mage, dragon and cleric. She then honors the return of Survivor Lady, which is Curran, who surprisingly survived and returned from a C-rank labyrinth alone. The oldie lady tells her everyone at the guild is talking about her. But she doesn't even know how famous she is. As the old lady is about to assign work to Nick and his party, she asks what is their party name. Nick softly says Survivors, and tells his party they will certainly make it back alive, since that's what survivors are. So that's what their party should be called. His party agrees to it. The old lady only hears mumbling, so she asks once again. They all shout Survivors proudly. The scene changes to where Nick instructs his team as adventurers who don't trust anyone should have 3 main laws. He then asks Tiana, what's the first law? She states that no interfering with other people's hobbies. Second, Zem says, keep a good watch on the money. And lastly, Curran concludes that they should make it back alive no matter what. Nick then assigns duty to the group. He will take on accounting, and Tiana makes sure it matches the actual money. Curran is responsible for its safety and Zem is the keyholder. While he's talking, Zem cuts him short and says he's forcing, which is a technique used by magicians. To which Nick makes it looks like he's assigning roles. But it's actually arranging things to benefit himself. Nick say that seems sketchy, and should give a backbone to his statement. Instead, Tiana replies and say that Nick is going to have the hardest time getting into the safe, since he would have to get past her to do it. Nick then tells them a backstory. With his former party he learned that just putting someone in charge of something insts trust. The party want to trust one another but can't give their trust completely. The next day Nick and his party sets off on their adventure. Nick then explains the plan to his team, about how they'll kill the monsters and how they're going to the money from the cores and distribute it to each member. As they enters into the labyrinth, they encounter their first target. That appears to be a slime, which is chewing on grass. With no effort needed, Nick removes the core of the slime and stores the core, which is a source of money for the party. They then continues with their mission. Nick says he has high hopes for the party. As the party move further into the labyrinth they encounter more slime, and remove their cores. As though they are living creatures, Nick states it feels wrong to take their life. But if they don't get rid of the miasma, plants and animals will become monsters. While walking, Tiana carelessly begins to brag about her achievement of defeating orcs and goblins. Shockingly, a slime jumps on her and ejects a sticky fuel, to which she falls down. Nick begins to lecture her if only she had been careful it wouldn't have happened. Furious by this she unleashes her attack, Icicle Dance. But instead of aiming for the slime, she unconsciously shoots at Curran. Unfortunately she blocks Tiana's attack with her sword and now her trust is broken. She gets angry and ignores Tiana's reasons. She warns her that next time she might be the one to make a mistake. As Tiana is shocked by this, they continue with their mission. With Curran and Tiana having grudge against each other, they advance to the top floor of the labyrinth. They encounter the biggest slime, which is the boss of the sticky aqueducts. Tiana arrogantly rushes off to take on the boss and show off that she can handle it alone. She unleashes her ice spear on the boss, to which it persh and splash all over, leaving the team filthy. The team leave the labyrinth and takes a bath in the river nearby. While Curran still thinks of the incident and states she can't trust Tiana. Nick explains huge slimes react to powerful magic by sending slime everywhere.